Imagine sending $1 million across the world in mere hours. A transaction that big normally would involve a mountain of paperwork and red tape. But what if there were no banks involved? No international wires, no SWIFT codes, no digital trail for anyone to follow. Just a simple phone call, a handshake agreement, and a secret code to confirm the transaction. This isn't some spy thriller or work of fiction. It's Hawala, an ancient, almost invisible money highway operating outside the traditional financial system, moving billions of dollars daily across borders and continents with minimal oversight. Built on trust, reputation, and personal connections, not on legally binding contracts or complex legal frameworks. Hawala helps a migrant worker in Dubai send money back home to his family, quickly and affordably. But that same system can also be exploited to fuel crime, moving illicit funds with ease, and even finance acts of terror, making it a constant concern for global security agencies. How can one system be both a lifeline for honest people and a powerful tool for criminals? That's the central paradox of Hawala, a system of contradictions and complexities. It exists almost entirely outside the realm of formal finance, operating in the shadows, bypassing government scrutiny and regulatory oversight, making it difficult to track and control, and leaving no trace in traditional bank ledgers or financial statements. For centuries, it's thrived in plain sight, a parallel financial universe, connecting communities across continents, facilitating trade and remittances for generations. Its inherent secrecy and unparalleled speed make it the perfect tool for those wanting to avoid the long arm of the law and hide their financial activities. Tonight, we'll uncover Hawala's mysterious origins, tracing its roots back through history. We'll explore why people still trust it over banks, even in today's increasingly regulated world. And we'll delve into the inner workings of the system, revealing how it really works behind the scenes. Is it simply an informal value transfer system, a relic of a pre-digital age? Or is it a vital yet often unseen engine of the world's black economy, facilitating illicit activities on a global scale? The truth, as we'll discover, is far more complicated than simple labels can convey. Hawala's story is inextricably linked to the story of migration, of people moving across borders in search of opportunity. It's a story of family, community, and the enduring bonds that connect people across vast distances. But it's also a story of crime, corruption, and the constant struggle to regulate the flow of money in a globalized world. Ultimately, it challenges our fundamental understanding of money itself and how we assign value in a complex world, and it forces us to confront difficult questions about financial regulation, individual privacy, and the balance between security and freedom in an increasingly connected world. So let's begin our journey down this secret river of cash and explore the hidden world of Hawala. What is Hawala? Let's delve into this ancient and fascinating system of money transfer that operates outside the conventional banking world. The word Hawala means transfer or trust, and that's the system's core principle. It's all about faith and reliability. Hawala isn't a bank or a company in the traditional sense. It doesn't have branches or corporate headquarters. Instead, it's a global network of independent money brokers, who are often called Hawaladars, operating on a deeply ingrained honor code. Their word is their bond. There are no formal contracts, no detailed receipts. Just a simple promise that a debt incurred in one country will be faithfully honored in another. It's a testament to the power of trust in financial dealings. This system dates back centuries, with roots that run deep into history. It thrived along ancient trade routes like the Silk Road, facilitating commerce across vast distances. Merchants used Hawala as a secure method to avoid carrying heavy gold and other valuables on perilous journeys, relying on discreet codes, personal connections, and trusted partners to ensure their wealth arrived safely. Think of it as a global IOU system, a network of favors and debts constantly being balanced. For example, you might give money to a friend or associate in Delhi, and their cousin, living in New York, promptly pays your sister the equivalent amount. That's Hawala in essence, but scaled up to a global level, connecting communities and economies worldwide. In this system, reputation is absolutely everything. It's the currency of trust. If a Hawaladar ever breaks that trust, they're immediately out of the network, their business is utterly ruined, and their reputation tarnished beyond repair. The basic mechanics of Hawala are surprisingly simple. Outstanding debts are typically settled through reverse transactions within the network, sometimes through trade in goods and commodities, or even through cleverly disguised bank transfers that mask the true nature of the transaction. The real complexity of Hawala lies in the intricate web of relationships and the constant effort required to balance the books across international borders, all without leaving a paper trail. Hawala's inherent simplicity and its heavy reliance on trust, rather than cumbersome paperwork and legal contracts, have been key factors in helping it not only survive but also thrive for centuries, adapting to changing times. It readily adapts to new technology and digital platforms, but the fundamental core of trust and personal connection remains unchanged. It operates without official government oversight or regulation, yet it provides a remarkably reliable and efficient service to millions. Ultimately, it's a system built on the strength of human connection, personal relationships, and mutual respect, rather than cold, impersonal bureaucracy. And that's precisely why it has endured for so long, and why it will likely continue to endure for many years to come. Let's see Hawala in action, playing out in a real-world scenario. We'll walk through a typical transaction to understand the mechanics of this ancient system. Amir, a construction worker in Dubai, like many others, works tirelessly to provide for his family back home. He wants to send $1,000, a significant portion of his earnings, to his family in Kerala, India, to support their needs and well-being. Sending money through traditional banks means high fees, often eating into the amount his family desperately needs. Banks also offer unfavorable exchange rates, further reducing the value of his hard-earned money. And the process involves cumbersome paperwork, adding to the frustration. Instead, Amir visits Rashid, a local Hawaladar, a trusted figure in the community. Amir hands over $1,000 in cash, along with a small commission for Rashid's services. He provides Rashid with Fatima's contact information in Kerala, ensuring the money reaches the right person. They agree on a password, Blue Flower, a simple yet effective security measure. Rashid immediately calls Suresh, his trusted counterpart in Kerala, using a secure line. He instructs, "Pay Fatima the equivalent of $1,000 in rupees. The password is Blue Flower." Suresh promptly arranges for the cash to be delivered to Fatima's doorstep, often within a matter of hours. Fatima confirms the password, Blue Flower, and receives the money, knowing it's the support she needs. Remarkably, no money physically crosses any international borders. The entire transaction relies on trust, a simple code, and a well-established network. Now, Rashid essentially owes Suresh $1,000, creating a debt on their books. They balance this debt over time, often when someone in Kerala needs to send money to Dubai. These debts can also be settled through trade in goods, creating a parallel economy. Hawaladars constantly juggle these debits and credits, maintaining a meticulous record of their transactions. This creates a global web of trust, built on personal relationships and mutual obligations. The password system adds an essential layer of security, ensuring confidentiality. This helps in ensuring that the money reaches the intended recipient, and only them. For Amir, the Hawala system offers a fast and efficient solution. It's also cheap, with significantly lower fees compared to traditional methods, and it's hassle-free, avoiding the bureaucratic hurdles of formal banking. No banks are involved, streamlining the entire process. There are no complicated forms to fill out, saving time and effort. And there's virtually no waiting time, providing immediate service. The system operates seamlessly, functioning as a nearly invisible network. It's a perfect solution for millions of migrant workers like Amir, seeking to support their families back home. However, this same system, with its inherent anonymity, can be exploited for darker purposes, such as money laundering and funding illicit activities. That's the double-edged sword of Hawala, a vital lifeline for some, but a potential tool for others to abuse. Why do millions choose Hawala over banks? 4 reasons: speed, cost, privacy, and access. Hawala transfers are instant. No waiting days for bank wires to clear. Fees are minimal, and exchange rates are better than banks or Western Union. For migrant workers, these savings are crucial. Privacy is key. Hawala leaves no digital trail, no government forms, no official record. This appeals to those who value discretion, whether for legal or personal reasons. Accessibility matters most. Billions are unbanked. No accounts, no ID, no nearby branches. Hawaladars are trusted community members, reaching places banks can't. For many, Hawala isn't just an option. It's the only way to send money home. The system bridges gaps the formal sector can't. It's fast, personal, and built on trust. That's why it endures, even in the digital age. The same features that make Hawala appealing, speed, secrecy, no paper trail, make it a magnet for crime. Criminals use Hawala to launder money, move drug profits, and hide black money. Terrorist groups rely on it to fund operations, moving cash across borders undetected. A donation in one country can reach a terror cell in hours, with no trace for authorities to follow. Tax evaders and corrupt officials use Hawala to stash wealth offshore, robbing governments of revenue. Smugglers pay for gold, diamonds, and other goods through Hawala, bypassing customs and taxes. The system's trust and efficiency are hijacked to fuel a vast underground economy. For law enforcement, tracking these flows is nearly impossible. Hawala's dark side is as powerful as its legitimate one. It's a lifeline and a loophole. Hawala isn't just theory. It's been central to major crimes and terror attacks. The 1993 Bombay blasts, funds for the attack flowed through Hawala from Pakistan and the Middle East. The 2001 Indian Parliament attack, terrorists used Hawala to finance arms and logistics. Even the 9/11's hijackers received money via Hawala, showing its global reach. These cases exposed how easily Hawala can be weaponized, even against the world's most secure nations. More recently, billions in black money have been laundered into Dubai real estate through Hawala. Illicit funds are converted into luxury properties, hiding their origins. The system's anonymity makes it the perfect tool for money laundering. Hawala's role in crime and terror is real and growing. Its shadow looms over the global financial system. The Jain Hawala scandal of the 1990s exposed Hawala's reach into Indian politics. It began with a militant's arrest in Kashmir, leading investigators to the Jain brothers in Delhi. Their diaries revealed massive payments to top politicians across all parties via Hawala. The sums were staggering, and the anonymity provided perfect cover. The scandal triggered resignations and investigations, but most accused were acquitted. Courts ruled the diaries weren't enough evidence. No paper trail, no convictions. The case showed how Hawala enables high-level corruption, funding elections and lining pockets. It's not just a tool for the poor or criminals, but for the powerful. The scandal left a scar on Indian politics, exposing the invisible networks beneath democracy. Hawala's secrecy shields the guilty, making justice elusive. Why can't governments shut down Hawala? Its very nature makes it nearly impossible. No central office, no accounts to freeze, no wires to tap, just a decentralized web of brokers. Shut down one Hawaladar, another pops up. The flow finds a new path. Laws targeting banks don't work on a system built on trust and secrecy. Transactions leave no official record, just private ledgers or deleted messages. Proving a case in court is almost impossible. Hawala is deeply woven into many communities, serving millions who rely on it. Banning it would hurt the innocent as much as the guilty. Enforcement is tough. It needs intelligence, infiltration, and global cooperation. The network's resilience is its greatest strength, and the regulator's biggest headache. Hawala is both a blessing and a curse, an economic lifeline and a criminal highway. It's not going away. As long as people need fast, cheap, private transfers and criminals need secrecy, Hawala will survive. The challenge isn't to destroy it, but to manage its risks. Governments must strengthen intelligence, cooperate internationally, and make formal banking more accessible. If banks can match Hawala's speed and cost, more people will choose legal channels. For citizens, understanding Hawala's dual nature is crucial. It's a system that serves the needy and the nefarious alike. The same trust that helps families can also fund terror. The invisible highway will keep flowing, its risks and rewards intertwined. The battle to control it will define our security for years to come.